Okay, Daniel.
I'm going to have a quick guess, George. I'm going to say AU fans.
What's in the box, Daniel?
Sneak up on me like that.
DJ Young Filth coming at you.
So I got the fan shroud finished up, the fans turned up for it today. So for those who may not be aware of our preferred, those who may not be aware about our fans of choice, we run AU Falcon fans. So you can buy AU Falcon fans brand new in a plastic shroud. Obviously that's not the most desirable thing to look at. Its overall dimensions are larger than what is actually required to fit these fans. So in an effort to A, run the fans that we want to run, and B, conserve space, we take those fans out of the plastic shroud, put them into a custom aluminium shroud with some little mounts. Granted, the fans, it's an advertised CFM of 3,800, so 3,800 cubic feet per minute of air, but that's the advertised CFM in the plastic shroud. So the shroud can play a little bit of a part, but for the most part, these are pretty much the best fan option that we've found. And we've run pretty much every sort of style of fan in G-up specifically. And the only thing that would actually keep its temperatures under control is an AU fan. So in a lot of our other cars where space is a bit more limited, sometimes we'll run one AU fan and one SPAL fan, but in this case we had the space to run twin AUs, so this thing's going to be perfect temperature wise. We won't have to be worried about that at all. If it's getting hot, it means there's a problem with it, not that our cooling system is insufficient. So it's in, looks really good, looks really tidy, really happy with it. I've got a Deutsch connector on the plug there. I've got the wiring for it here. I just need to run down to there and put the other end of the plug on, and then the fan system is done. And then we'll keep cracking on with a few other things. But so that's in there now. Turbo's all in there pretty much for the final time. I'm just got to clock it once I'm happy with where I want to do it. I'm going to remake the turbo feed and return lines. And at the moment I've got the power steering pump off because we're going to convert all the lines from rubber to Teflon because they're so close to the rear housing of the turbo. I don't want any of those melting because, again, for those of you who don't know, ATF's pretty flammable. Last thing we want is one of those lines to get a pinhole, start spraying onto the rear housing, catch fire, engine bay fire. Everybody's sad. So we're going to convert them to Teflon, and at the same time I'm going to be moving this reservoir from here over to that wheel tub over there, which will also help with heat. When you sort of lock to lock on these things, the fluid can get pretty hot, as well as this reservoir sitting next to a turbo. We're going to move it over there, which will give it a bit more of an air gap, bit more airflow, bit cooler. Ideally you'd run this thing through a power steering cooler, but I don't think that'll be necessary for the moment. So I'm just going to relocate it over there, run Teflon lines, and it'll be sweet. So that is the update. George, you're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Look at that weapon you're tripping on.
It's a heavy weapon I've got there. How thick should I make it, George?
Real thick.
Keep it how thick?
This thick?
This thick?
Yeah, see?
How thick's that?
This thick?
That's not thick enough.
No.
Give me a measurement.
7?
That's not thick.
Look, as soon as you touch it, literally
It's your first time playing with Supergirl?
But now my fingers are stuck.
There for my friends, out there my friends is how you chop off a piece of steel off an exhaust that did not fit properly.
I'm lost today, George.
Lost your bearings.
I'm lost my bearings.
Whoa!
Oh, see you later.
He has lost his bearings.
Oh, I got...
My knees, boys, my knees.
That's where he put tech screws in to hold them up.
Yeah, it's copy on the techies.
The right size. This one was real long, and if you remember from the previous episode,
Yeah, tell them.
I want to use the really long ones.
Tell them.
You're just gonna have to look at back where you got my face done. This bit that's doing absolutely nothing actually cheers on the rest of the threads.
Favourite temperature?
I reckon like 21.
21?
I reckon 21. 20 to 21, because then that's like cold enough to where if you're doing something, you're not going to be like sweating the instant you start moving. But it's not so cold that you can't like warm yourself up pretty easily with just a jumper.
Do you want to know mine?
Yeah,
24.
that's terrible. That's too hot.
No, it's
24 is too hot.
Yeah. What's your favourite temperature?
Favourite temperature is like quite nice. Friend, he's going to punch you in the face. Sam's going to punch George in the face, he reckons. So, pink car. We're going to talk about the pink car briefly, hey George? Yeah. So, what we've gone and done was... that was snazaz. Sandy's on the hoist today. Oh, yeah, well look right here. We've got the new material coming in right now.
Big hot George.
The existing mounts that we had, temporary mounts, we're going to label them as temporary mounts.
Daniel f***ed up.
So our temporary mounts let go. As you can see, we've got a bit of a defect there. If you look that way, it sort of hollows out because of the welding and it's the defectables. Oh, defectable. Yeah. Oh, Stewie. That's a nice piece of point. We've modified the exhaust mounts on Sennies over here. We use the CNC, we use the arc droid to cut out some beautiful mounts. We've got some behind me talking right now that won't shut up. Interference, intos. So as you can see in my right hand, we have some fixable parts. This is what's going to fix our defected part. So I'm going to cut 2 more lengths of this. As you can see on the bench over there, we have 2 striping pink mufflers attached to the rest of the exhaust with the mounts hanging off it, little rubber mounts. So to eliminate any vibration station that will, in the long run, allow the brackets to let go. Yes, that's what we're doing, George. We are installing some permanent mounts onto this car, onto this... What model is it? What model is it? X. D? E? Excuse me, sir. What model are you? XD. I asked it. Why are you drinking V? Yeah, word. You fucking fool. Okie dokie. We're going to modify the, put some permanent mounts on this XD Falcon of ours. Not ours, it's not ours at all. It's Chris's. It's Chris's XD. Come along for the ride. Rum, 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 rum.
Daniel f***ed up. What about Daniel?
Yes, you're having a day, aren't you?
I'm having a fucking day, I tell you, George. I haven't even started today.
You fucking fool.
I've tripped, I've broken. There's a bubble.
Brand spanking. Airflow actually includes cardboard protector plates in their packaging. You just have to measure it and cut it out yourself. But it's all included. There we go.
Wow.
Wow. I make George look like a big guppy.
What is it? Sauce.
You're making this very difficult, Daniel.
How? How do I make it difficult?
I will turn
At
the
least
car
my
around. We won't go to the
microphone
beach. You're gonna your box?
Yeah. So, tucked down the front here we have a catch can / overflow, radiator overflow. Down on the front corner here, it is made out of 3mm aluminium. Would it be a steel? It'd still be a steel, wouldn't it?
They're aluminium.
Aluminium.
Just aluminium. The word you're looking for is aluminium.
No, there's more than that.
No, it's not.
Overflow/catch can down the front here. We've put a filter on it for it to breathe. There was already a big hole in the front guard, so instead of leaving a big open crevice in the front of this car, we decided to utilise it and put the 2 cans of the catch. This is a hose clamp. Keep your hose in check.
Got the front bar dropped off today so that we could mount up the new intercooler. There's nothing technically wrong with the old one, it's just it was twisted. So, I mean,
Was it actually?
yeah, it was like had a bit of a bow and a twist in it. So we got a new Aeroflow 76mm, which will be plenty for this thing. Got that mocked up. I've got the bottom brackets made. I just cut them out on the arc droid. So found 2 holes that were already in the front rad support, which were 515mm apart, centre to centre.
515.
And the mounts on the intercooler were 495. So for those playing at home and are really quick at maths, that's a 20mm difference. So all I did was drew it up on the arc droid, offset, made a bracket, bent it, offset the holes 10mm, offset 10mm each side, and then bolted that up. So it's a nice, simple and clean bracket underneath, really tidy. It would have been really good, except I got the dimensions wrong the first time.
You know what I have heard? Some old bloke told once. Measured twice, cut once.
I measured twice. I drew it wrong once. And it's not really that easy to... Anyway, not the point.
Moving on.
That's the intercooler. The piping should pretty much fit up as it was. It's silicon joiners, so we got a bit of wiggle room there to play around with it. Yeah, and I'm relocating the power steering reservoir over there. So I got a bracket made up. It's over there. Daniel welded a fitting onto the power steering pump, and I'm going to run Teflon lines.
It was easy.
Run Teflon lines from there over to the reservoir, but they're rubber and they go past a lot of hot things, so we're going to get rid of that, put Teflon on. It's getting very close to completion. Won't be too long, hopefully early next week. We're hoping to probably get this thing on a dyno and get a tune in it, so...
Bro, well done.
Yep.
Actually, let me give you a pat on the back.
Thanks.
It's beautiful.
Thanks for that.
No, bro, much deserved.
It's my birthday tomorrow.
It's not, is it?
Yeah.
How old are you, Tan?
26.
You're kidding me.
Yeah.
Should have told the world you're born on a leap year, bro.
I'm born on a leap year, bro.
He's 6 next tomorrow.
I'm 6 next tomorrow.
I just
Got a
want
red Evo, got a yellow Evo.
We got red and yellow.
Both these Evos belong to Eric. So
Boy, if we had a green one, we'd have a traffic light.
Yeah, you're right, we would. So this is Eric's yellow Evo. He's got plans for a 500 horsepower sort of build going on there. We're in the process of doing. This is his basically stock Evo. It's only just been recently imported, and it's sort of really nice, really tidy. And he had a Mishimoto intercooler pipe kit and a intercooler that it was going to go on that before he decided to go a bit more serious with that. So he'd started fitting it up to this, decided he can't be brought it into us, Juddy, yesterday afternoon and this morning. Got that fitted up, put on, gave it a service, new oils, and it's ready to go.
It's only wrong if it's not Penrite.
Very nice, very tidy. Super cool car, really nice seats, super comfy, I love them. Be pretty cool when he's got both the red one and the yellow one going, but at least this red one was a nice quick turnaround, just pop, wham bam, thank you ma'am. It's all done, he can come pick it up and he can go for a drive. Hopefully he enjoys that, it'd be nice and fun for him. That is what we're doing. Thanks for watching, like, comment and subscribe. Go follow our TikTok if you want, or don't. George will cry. Like and subscribe, drop a comment, say Hammer loves mops. Yeah, keep filming him, George. No, don't film me, film him. Look at him. Oh, why is it brown? Bye. You like that?
Yeah, that was amazing.
You want to use that?
Yeah, can you
I'll
send
send
it
it to
over?
I'll send it to you.
No. I'm not finished with it yet.
Oh no. That's extra foamy. I said, you made this screamer go a little bit close to the tyre. I thought we were taking it forward. No. So it didn't go near the tyre. Who's everyone?
Oh, lucky. All right, pink card, George. Anyway, move.
Oh, there's no moving on from that.
Are you not cold?
No, I'm fine.
You fine?
Yeah.
I'm fucking freezing.
How cold are you feeling?
Cold as ice.
Cold as ice.
But I am willing to sacrifice my love. Don't put that on there, George. Welcome back to the channel. Get voices backing down. Thanks for the brief break.
Channel's closed.
Yeah, we've already signed off.
Like, comment, subscribe. See you next one.